Hello, my Paxton people, and welcome to episode 3, but episode 2 with me of Darius3k's The Lineup. And today we are doing the lineup for the Stade Rennes versus Spurs game, which is tomorrow, 5:45, I believe. And I have got, once again, the man who covered me last week, I believe it was, and who is my third guest on the third show, same guest as the first and second show. We've got the main man, Sam Spurs for Life. How you doing, my friend?
I'm all right, thank you, Darius3k. Looking forward to the game, I guess, because it needs a performance. And yeah, I hope that certain players play. We'll see from the lineup what it's about, what you've got chosen. But I'm hoping that there's certain people I want to see playing tomorrow. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it too. I'm not that much of a fan of this cup, but I am a fan of Rennes. So it's good to see a couple of players, Jeremy Doku, few players I'm looking forward to seeing, but we're not here to talk about those players. We're here to talk about our players and the predicted lineup that I've chosen. And I know you haven't seen it yet, and I kind of done that on purpose because I want you to have a look at this lineup and get a reaction and see what you think maybe can be improved, maybe shouldn't be in the team, and sort of how we should approach this game. So
let's do it.
I'm gonna add it on, and you can have a look for yourself. We've got in goal Galini, right back, Emerson Royale. We've got Tanguy and Rodon centre back. I know, as everybody should know, we've got a very big crisis at the moment. We've got two players who can't even get back into the country. We've got one player who, Tanguy, to be fair, isn't sent off for this game, but Tanguy is out for Premier League games, and Dyer with an injury as well. We've not got many centre backs to choose from, so I've gone for Rodon and Tanguy as centre backs and Sessegnon as left back. Well, for Højbjerg as a defensive midfielder with Ndombele and Dele as his two midfielders in front. And then I've gone for a front three of Mora, Kane and Bryan Hill. So what do you think is going to be any sort of difference?
You just make that a little bit bigger. So presentation mode will be helpful.
You see that?
Ah, yeah, that's much better. Right, okay. Wow, Emerson's got a big head, hasn't he?
Yes, I had to. Unfortunately, he is Sessegnon, but edited because I didn't actually. I don't think the Spurs have released him in the new kit. So that's Emerson on Sessegnon's head, unfortunately. But yeah, his head's not that big in real life.
Wow, best not be. Well, it might be because he might need to do some heading. Okay,
so what do you think of this team? What do you think of this team?
So I would back four. What I probably would change in the back four if it was me, Emerson. I'd rest Emerson. I'd probably bring in Doherty for this game. Doherty, if he doesn't play against a team like Rennes in the UECR, I don't know when he's going to get to play. Maybe League Cups or FA Cups or whatever. Goes back to Tanguy because he can't play on Sunday. Yeah, definitely Tanguy and Rodon because I believe that both those two won't play. Well, Tanguy is definitely not going to be playing on Sunday, and I think what's his name will come in for that. Romero and potentially Sanchez. Left back, good call for Sessegnon. I don't know if left back's his best position, if I'm honest with you. I'd probably play Ben Davies just because, again, same sort of reasoning. Ben Davies, if he's not going to get minutes in this sort of competition, when is he going to get minutes?
Do you want to give him minutes at all is a question maybe some people are asking after very what he did on the weekend. So very
true. I don't want to see Højbjerg play tomorrow, if I'm honest with you. I want to see Ndombele play. If I was going to change anything in that midfield, I'd possibly put Winks in there. Ndombele. I like the fact that you got Dele in there as well. And that front three, I'll go with that. Hill, Mora.
So are you just saying that you would swap Højbjerg for Winks? Is that the swap that you would make if
just because of the game on Sunday? There's a few players in there that, as I said, I don't want to take any risk with. We've always got a two-parter with Rennes because obviously we can play them next week when we play them at our ground. So even if things were to go a little bit pear-shaped, there's still the opportunity of playing them again. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. Oh, but it's league now, isn't it? I keep forgetting it's not knockout yet.
Yeah, it's not knockout. So we're in our group stage, and the Rennes probably is the most difficult team in our group, I would say. So
that makes a little bit of a difference now. I still wouldn't risk Højbjerg just for Chelsea. I think we can afford a draw against Rennes away, and then obviously make up the points at home. So that's my only reason for Højbjerg. But I like everything else. As I said, the back two centre backs definitely Tanguy and Rodon. I'd go with Doherty and maybe go Ben Davies as your fullbacks.
Definitely a good one to think about. my reasoning really for choosing some of those players in that 11 is mainly because, to be fair, going off the back of what happened on, what was it, early Saturday morning, early Saturday afternoon, I just think that sort of just set a precedent in this game is what Nuno probably wants to do, and sort of shake away any doubters after one game, which probably is a bit crazy to say, but the performance was not good at all. The lineup was not good, and I think that he's going to want to sort of just solidify the good start that he had by playing these players. And I have actually thought about the Chelsea game. Well, didn't think about the Chelsea game, and actually now taking that Chelsea game into account, maybe would make a few changes into that starting 11, as you mentioned, Sam, just because I don't know what some people would consider more important is sort of bouncing back from that Crystal Palace game against Rennes, or sort of keeping the players for Chelsea. So it's a good point you make up. And that's the only question I'd ask you for that Rennes game is, if you do take out main player like Højbjerg and Kane, do you trust or do you have faith that the players are going to get us through in the next round, or even just against Rennes in general? Because in the previous round, should I say, we still struggled against teams like Passos, and I really do believe that we should be beating these teams comfortably with our second squad. So I don't know what your thought is on that. Do you have enough trust in that second squad to sort of get the job done?
I guess it does depend on Rennes' formation, their selection as well. Are they going to rest players? Are they going to play their strongest team? Is it a home game for them that they think it's a must-win game? I don't know. If they play their strongest team against our second-string team, it's going to be a tight game, tight affair. I still think we've got enough in certain players to be able to beat them, even away from home. I think the major thing for me is seeing a performance out of, if the likes of Ndombele plays, if the likes of Hill plays, if the likes of Moore plays, very attacking players. Kane has to start, showing levels against teams like this. We're playing a team where you would expect if he gets the service, he should be putting the ball in the back of the net. His game has been about, receiving the ball maybe in too much of a midfield area. And again, does he need to be doing that? Does he need to just be in and around that box and looking to score goals? So the whoever plays just behind Kane, depending on if it's that 4-3-3 or if it's a 4-2-3-1, Nuno's got to show us that tactically he's going to get it right, and they've got to get the formation right and make sure that the players, are ready for Sunday as well. So it's a massive week, a massive next few days for us.
Just saw thank you to Sean, by the way, and Monjo. Sessegnon isn't traveling. I do remember seeing that now. So, and Sonny isn't traveling as well, and I believe somebody else isn't also traveling. So yes, so you probably are going to most likely see Ben Davis, if not Regnion. So thank you for that, Joe and Sean. A few comments saying 9 points at home is a target to avoid a 2-leg playoff with an EL dropout. That's very true. I think that you're probably going to see a lot of decent teams dropping into that. Even from the Europa League, dropping into that Conference League. So it's good to avoid them.
People have ridiculed this competition because of what it is. It's a new format, and it's not Champions League, it's not Europa. But if you see some of the teams in this competition, are Roma not in this competition as well?
Yes, Roma are part of this competition. Yes,
do you know what I'm saying? And you look what Roma's doing. Roma's doing bits at the moment with Jose Mourinho, so that will be interesting if we ever get to play them at some point. So the teams that will drop down from it's getting tougher. European football is European football, and this is a competition that we should be aiming to win. I've always said that. Any trophy that's available in terms of the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the European trophy that we're playing for, we should be aiming to win that. Are we a top 4 team at this present time? No. Are we likely to get top 4 with the teams that have got the squads above us? I don't think so, but we should be aiming for top 6 at least. But a trophy and that, I think that'd be a good season for Nuno if he gets that, in my opinion.
I agree. And since we didn't do a regular sort of preview for this game, I thought I would ask you for your score prediction for this game, because I know you're on a little bit of a roll right now. So with the 1-0s, but obviously Odson Edward kind of stuck that one in the mud and ruined that one. So I don't know if you've got any sort of score predictions in mind, or what you thought you were going to go for.
He killed me. Did Eduardo? What's his name? Eduardo.
Eduardo. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, jeez. It's really difficult to say with this game tomorrow, because again, it does depend on the approach from both teams. If Rennes are going out there to kind of shut up shop and try and catch us on the break, then it's going to be a tough affair. If Rennes are coming out looking to attack and we've got the players on there that can do the counter-attacking, then I think it's going to be a pretty open game and there'll be goals in it. We'll have to see what the lineup is starting in terms of Kane, in terms of Hill, in terms of Ndombele. The team has to be attacking. For that reason, if I'm looking at that and I'm looking at the players that are playing, and the point that they've got to prove. They've got to show us that, you know, we're not just a team that played against Crystal Palace on Saturday last week. Score wise, I'm going to go for a Spurs win, obviously, and I'm going to go for 2-1.
I like that. I think personally, I'm going to be a little bit more confident. I'm going to go 3-0. I think that these guys sort of, a lot of people I think have overreacted about the result. I think the performance was horrible, but I just think that there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong that went wrong in that Palace game. And I think that this game will sort of show everyone, and I hope it does show everyone, that maybe that was just a little bit of a bump in the road as opposed to maybe the norm of what to expect under Nuno. So hopefully, like you said, with his intention and his need to play attacking football, we'll see a few goals. And I think we'll see quite a strong team as well. So definitely likely to score goals. Obviously, being away, it's going to be tough, but I still expect that team to do pretty well. So yeah, hopefully Spurs can't disappoint us as much as they had on Saturday. I was just about to say, you know what they're like, so I'm not going to say too much. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Like I said, like and subscribe. Paxton Road are very, 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 very close to 1,000 subscribers. So we need everyone's help to try and get to that 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, you know what's going to happen. It's above and beyond with that. We're going to bring so much more content now and for the future. So yeah, make sure you can show us that appreciation by liking and subscribing. And hopefully they'll be able to see us very, very soon, Mr. Sam Spurs for Life, because tomorrow we'll probably be reacting to, fingers crossed, the win. So yeah, hopefully you'll see us all. And thank you very much. See you later. Goodbye.